Tonight I am pleased to welcome to the 2025 edition of Statehouse Conversations Senator Mike Gaskill. He of Pendleton represents District 25, which is Anderson, part of Madison County.
Yeah, a little bit of Hamilton County on the northeast corner.
A little bit of some fast growth out in those
Yes.
areas for sure. That's well, thank you for taking time to chat with us. You know, all eyes are on the budget. All eyes are on what sort of journalists have dictated are the issues. But what I find so enjoyable about these conversations is it's a chance to talk about what you all, because no two districts are the same. This is proof positive that politics is indeed local. Property taxes. I know you've heard from a lot of constituents who opened those bills, and maybe once they got the smelling salts and came back to, they started calling you. What are you going to do to fix what many see as a problem?
There are dozens of bills, both on the House and the Senate side, and we'll probably take parts of multiple bills and combine them together in some form or fashion. But
that it's the governor's priority too. That always makes for a nice a bit of oomph behind the effort.
Yeah, I sat in a meeting with some of his people yesterday, and we're all trying to get on the same page. But one of the things that I think could be a part of the final solution, or temporary solution anyway, for this session, is property tax rate freeze. I've authored a bill, Senate Bill 3. It's either 352 or 353. I have several in a row. But the idea is whatever a unit of local government's property tax rate is for this year would be frozen in the subsequent 2 years, 2026 and 2027.
So it gives people a little bit of breathing room as they adjust to those.
Right.
And any other fixes on property taxes? I know that the whole tax formulation has been under review for the past. There was a task force that was looking at it. I don't know if this will be the session that dramatic change happens or not. But
yeah, like I said earlier, there are several bills, and I think there's a lot of good ideas. And I think the final package will, I think, give Hoosiers some relief on property taxes. And along with that, I think what people sometimes fail to realize is that local government drives property taxes 100%.
All that, the state takes no percentage, right?
Exactly.
It's basically a pass-through agent.
That's exactly right. So the average person, between their local income tax and their property tax, will pay more taxes to local government than they actually do to state government. And so I've introduced another bill, local government efficiency task force. So if it passes, it would create a task force of representatives and senators and representatives from local government to come together and look at ways that we could make local government more efficient. And I've kind of hung a moniker on that. I call it the Loge Task Force, in the same vein as what Vivek Ramaswamy and Elon Musk are trying to do with the federal government.
Well, it's interesting that you would want to bring locals into the discussion and the solution, because it is all together. I mean, it's not just state doing its thing and locals doing their thing. I mean, that doesn't get very far.
Yes, and the best decisions, I think, are made when you get people from a variety of backgrounds and disciplines together to collaborate, and that's what I hope would happen if this bill passes.
And finally, one thing that affects both local public officials and state public officials who seek office, elections. They all ask voters to support them. That's sort of the bedrock of our democracy, and you want to make sure that there is the integrity that should surround this important exercise of democracy.
Yes, Senator Blake Dorio has Senate Bill 10, which I'm excited to hear, and he's trying to purify the voter registration rolls. There seems to be a little lag between health departments reporting death certificates to voter registration officials. And so we'd like to speed up that process, and he's got some other things in his bill that are that go towards the integrity of the voter registration rolls.
giving us a lot to chew on and a lot to
Yes.
keep track of in the next 4 months. Senator Mike Gaskill, Republican from Pendleton, District 25, I thank you for taking time out of your schedule to chat with us. Thank you for your commitment to the state of Indiana and to public service. Much appreciated.
Thank you for what you're doing. It's a pleasure to be here. I appreciate the opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you.